name is Anthony Muir, owner of Anthony's Enterprises, all surface restorations and preservations. Thank you for joining me today or this evening, whatever the case may be. We're going to go on a little journey, starting off here with the inspection of a typical cement tile roof. We do a lot of our first impression here, obviously, just from the truck, and we're seeing here a wave in the roof, and this may suggest they may have a wet board in the roof, and that may have to be removed. Generally, the houses that we contract are within the 25 to 35-year-old range, which is common. And we do usually find some wet wood, but nothing of any major consequence generally. And here we're looking underneath the eaves of the home, and we're doing a complete inspection of the actual substrates here, trying to determine if in fact we have had any problems in the past. Sometimes they may have been painted over, and so we have to take our time with these older homes and make sure that we don't miss anything. From time to time, as you can see here, we've got to go in through these screen enclosure areas on the eave and soffit, and just get a flashlight up in there, something that actually has a little bit of a flexible butt to it. Sometimes we get up in there where we can't normally, wouldn't normally be able to see and be able to take a look further into the roof. We also access the attic too in order to take a look at those boards in the common area of the roof. Of all the screens and so forth are completely replaced when we get done, obviously. Here we had to take an actual fascia board off in our inspection process. It's not unusual for us to do this. We may have found something that alludes to possibility of having some damage, and we will actually, in a sense, take off certain areas of the roof just to see what's going on. And you can readily see here that some of the pieces are ready to fall out of there, literally. These are the outriggers or the edges of the roof. And these are usually the areas that we find the most problem in some of the older roofs, but nothing that should be of any major concern, something that we can straighten out rather easily. And we look to a nice finished line here on most of our repair here. We all do from top to bottom repair work, and any of the repairs that are done with the modified, this is called a modified bitumen, is torched in. We don't use any cold process or hot mop. It's actually torched in, and this is the best process for doing the repair work. And you can see here our technician, it's Craig, is doing a fine job here of putting that back together. And we do remove and reset all crushed tile. And Craig's just showing us here, yes, that we are definitely going to put the tile back in there. He's actually trying to figure out how he's going to make this look good, but I think we get the general idea here. This is important. We have a very important process of using a chemical washing system in order to remove any of the fungus spore and some of the growth that's real common down here in South Florida on these tile substrates. We use a chlorine, and this does a fine job of removing those mildew stains and the dirt. We use a chemical injection system. That's what the man is putting in there right now. That's Robert. That's our pressure cleaner worker. And it's about a 15 to 1 or 18 to 1 out of the tip blend of water and bleach. So this does the job on the roof, but it will not damage the surrounding area. And this is a nice attachment in addition to some of the newer technologies and equipment that we have. This is a hover cover which can do some real serious tile cleaning here, and does a nice job of getting the butt edge and the surfaces of the tile, as well as having enough volume here to do a good thorough rinsing here too, which is very, very important on the cleaning stage. So other than the repair, our first step in the process of waterproofing would be a complete cleaning. And again, these older roofs do have paint coatings from prior applications, and they do need to be prepared. Extra effort has to be put into them from time to time in order to feather out some of these areas. Here we've got our slurry system down, going on the peaks of the roof and filling in our field tile area here. That's Alan showing us here that he's very good at pulling the slurry. This is a cement resin and sand mixture that gets, as you can see, squeegeed across the surface of the tile. It fills in those gaps very nicely, and the butt edge, starting from the peak of the roof and working our way down. That's kind of an art, really, to this. There aren't very many workers in the field that really do this in any major scale production, but Alan happens to be our guy for our what we call our mud work, and that's literally all he does for us, is just slurry coat the roofs. That's just kind of a shot there to show you the difference between the tile before and after, and it's still a little wet in that stage, but it gives you an idea what it looks like right after it's been mudded within a few minutes. Putting the slurry coatings in all of our valleys too, those are all filled up completely. And we put a coat around the stacks and any of the through-hole roof fittings. And we're getting this roof prepared for coating. As you see, this is John. This is our painting coating professional here. We've got literally 4 crews, our repair, cleaning, mud, and coating people. And they each have one job to do, and they know how to do it well. They do it every day. Yeah, this is coating day here. Now, this is a 2-man process here of spraying and back rolling our coating. And this ensures maximum adhesion of the roof coating, and really helps it to lay down, because what we're trying to do is to have a seamless, uniform coating on this roof, and this ensures that that will be the case when we completed with the job. We're in here on the flat deck area. We do flat decks, and this is called a slurry or wet slurry coat. This is over a rock base tar and gravel deck, and basically most of those rocks were swept off, and then we're implementing a float on the deck with a form board to hold the slurry in place. It doesn't slide off, to get a nice smooth substrate, something to work with on this flat deck. It wouldn't be very hard for you to find a problem in this roof after we've slurry coated it. Unlike when they're covered with rocks and tar, you really can't even see a penny if you happen to drop it 2 inches from your foot, which makes it, as far as the repairs on it, very, very easy to recover from any problem that may be occurring from the coating. This is a cloth inlay that we place between 2 coats on our tie-ins, and we do sometimes get a little extra stress from the pitch to the flat roof, so we make sure that we fortify this with a cloth inlay, which is actually a polyester blend. It's almost like rolling out a carpet here, if you will. And this is a strengthening or engineering of our actual film coating. And the finished product. It's 95.5% reflective, and it's a uniform seamless coating system, and that's why it's a waterproofing system. And we're proud to say that we offer this, and have been in business for the last 17 years, family owned and operated, licensed and insured in Broward. And thank you for joining us.